It started with my phone buzzing nonstop. 10 messages sent over the course of a few hours, each one left on read, without a reply. At first, I tried to stay calm, convincing myself she was just busy, that she'd answer when she got the chance. But as minutes dragged into hours and hours slipped into the late night, a tight knot of anxiety formed in my chest. By 2 a.m., I checked my phone one last time before trying to sleep, half expecting to wake up to the same empty silence. Then, finally, a notification appeared. Sorry. Just that. One word, 2 syllables, a period. Minimal effort, yet packed with everything I didn't want to acknowledge. Indifference, disregard, the sting of being pushed to the bottom of her priorities. I stared at the screen, my hand trembling slightly as the air conditioner hummed in the quiet room. Earlier that day, things had seemed normal. At least that's what I'd told myself. I had texted her during work, trying to share a joke, a memory, anything meaningful. No reply. I tried again, and again. Each message felt like it went into a void, leaving me more uneasy than before. I paced the room, poured myself a drink, checked the front door like an idiot, hoping she'd show up, but she didn't. Near midnight, I knew I wouldn't sleep until I had answers. I replayed our last conversations in my mind, scanning for anything I'd missed, any shift in tone or behavior. Nothing obvious. Yet here I was, alone, feeling like I was clinging to a connection she'd already let slip through her fingers. At 2:03 a.m., another vibration. The same message stared back at me. Sorry. Nothing else. No explanation, no acknowledgement of the hours I'd spent worrying. Just a cold, distant apology that felt more like a dismissal. My stomach dropped. Something had changed. Something I couldn't undo. The closeness we once had felt as if it had been quietly taken apart, piece by piece, without my noticing until it was too late. I didn't respond right away. I just stared at the screen, heart pounding, mind racing with questions I didn't want to ask. Where was she? Who was she with? Why had the distance between us suddenly become an ocean? Earlier that day, she had seemed off. Not blatantly, just enough that I felt a shift, a delayed reply here, a distracted tone there, a laugh that didn't feel real. I had brushed it off, blaming stress or exhaustion, but now it all made sense. Her apology wasn't just late, it was detached, empty. I remembered the little details that had quietly piled up. Her phone flipped over when I walked by, the way she sighed when I suggested spending time together, the way she avoided my eyes. Each memory now fit together like harsh pieces of a puzzle I had been too blind or too hopeful to solve. With shaking fingers, I finally typed, "Where have you been? What's going on?" For the next hour, I stared at the screen, my imagination spiraling. Work? Friends? Or someone else? The last possibility hit me like a punch, twisting my stomach, but I couldn't stop my mind from going there. When her reply finally came, it was short and vague. I needed space. I had to figure things out. I'm sorry. My heart sank deeper. Space. Figure things out. Words that were polite enough, but carried a truth I didn't want to face. I had given her time, energy, trust. Yet none of it was enough to keep her anchored. Loneliness hit me hard, followed by disbelief, anger, and the slow acceptance of a painful reality. Giving her space might mean losing her completely. I tried to respect what she asked for. I waited. I gave her time. But the silence wasn't peaceful. It was suffocating. Every hour with no message, every unanswered call, fed the growing fear inside me. Then late the next evening, I saw her. Not at home. Not alone. She was in another man's arms. My chest tightened so sharply I couldn't breathe for a moment. I watched her laughing. Really laughing. Her head resting against him with familiarity that shattered me. The way he held her. The way she leaned into him. All of it was painfully intimate. An intimacy that used to be mine. Memories of us flooded in, colliding violently with the reality in front of me. Betrayal hit first, then disbelief, then grief so deep it felt endless. But underneath the pain, a strange clarity began to form. The truth hurt, but it also freed me. There was nothing left to fight for. She had already made her choice. The next day, I confronted her. The conversation was blunt, stripped of excuses or pretense. She admitted everything, not with regret, but as if it was something that had simply played out on its own, inevitability disguised as honesty. I listened. I let the truth settle over me like cold water. Then I made my decision. I let you go when you said you needed space. I told her quietly. I trusted you, but now I finally see the truth. We're done. I'm done. She paled, clearly not expecting the finality in my voice. I didn't wait for explanations or tears. I just walked away. In the days that followed, I focused on myself, rebuilding what she had chipped away. The hurt didn't vanish overnight, but it no longer controlled me. I healed, slowly but surely, and with that healing came a lesson I'll never forget. Trust carefully, notice the red flags, and never lose yourself trying to hold on to someone who's already gone. People may choose to leave, betray, or break you, but your dignity, your strength, and your future belong to you. I learned that the hard way, but I learned it